And here I am. It's me. It's you. What are you guys doing? I thought we would talk about the end of last show. Somebody was talking about designer children and how absurd it is to think about that. Like, if you said that 20 years ago, people would have a good snicker at it. So I'm going to talk about that, and also Lloyd Pye's intervention theory. How do you suppose? Who's this? What's that parcel? How you doing, dude? We'll talk about Lloyd Pye's intervention theory and the possibility that we're already hybridized, which I think it's pretty certain that somewhere in our ancestry, somebody in a laboratory is cutting and pasting and putting things together, and we're the offspring of that. So when people are always like, people try to find their roots or their source, or like, they're pure-blooded. I don't know that there's too many of those that would be pure-blooded, whatever that is. We're not going to get into where did the first being come from. What are we? Were they? How could no one make something in a laboratory? Because no one was there. They just came. Oh, there's evolution. Okay, evolution from what? Evolution is a really silly theory. Just to put that out there. You were a fish, flopped out of water and grew legs, and then became a monkey, and now you're a person. How moronic. So certainly, we're not going to do where did we come from, but we can go at least a little ways back on our family tree, and I think we'll notice that we say the resets of humanity, and the incubator babies, the hybridization or crossbreeding of species. If we're hybridizing fruits and vegetables, what's the difference between doing that to an animal? I mean, we do that to animals, so what's the difference in doing that to humans, or whatever we are? Like, how many different pieces of what do we have in us? So Lloyd Pye's intervention theory is the idea that there were gods, a G with a small g, right? Whatever the higher form of species was, and it was kind of the story of like the Anunnaki, these kind of those higher beings, and they wanted to create a slave species. That would be Michael Tellinger's book, Slave Species. And it was slave species in Lloyd Pye's intervention theory. And they wanted to harvest out of the planet gold, which is basically the spice, via the book Dune. They wanted to harvest gold for maybe astral travel, maybe for their spaceships, maybe for themselves. It's up for debate, whatever. And they didn't want to do it themselves, and monkeys were too stupid to do it. They couldn't train them. It's like, well, if I give them part of my DNA, and I take some of the monkeys, they can be half breeds. Be like smarter than a monkey, but it's not as smart as us. They don't even know. They just be our slaves, and they'll have no idea that they're being our slaves because they won't know any better. That's just what they think they do. They just go and dig up the earth and find gold for us. How do they do that? Laboratory. Took some genes of the rhesus monkey, perhaps, and then their own, put them together. I mean, if you look at the chromosomes that we have and the chromosomes the monkey have, you might start to figure something out there. You look at where our facial hair is versus a monkey's. They don't have that. They have hair on their back, not on their chest. I have hair on my chest, hair on my chin, and it grows. I have to cut it. The monkey doesn't have hair that's growing on its chin that they have to cut. They don't have hair on their chest. They have a bald chest, or their back has hair. Why would that happen that way? And it does. There's no evolutionary advantage for that to occur. Zero, zilch, zippo, none. Nada. You don't go get a haircut. Why would that happen? So there must be something more than just evolutionary needs that you think occur for this physical reality. Your hair, your beard, the only people that don't have beards are women and babies. If you're a man without a beard, you're not a man. You think about that, huh? I'm kidding, only slightly. But there must be a purpose, because this doesn't seem to serve much of a physical purpose, really. Like, what is it doing? What physical purpose would it serve? That whenever I eat a bagel for breakfast, I get cream cheese all over my face, and I gotta keep wiping my face off so I can just taste it later? Must be something else. Why would my hair keep growing? Why do women's hair? Why does it keep growing? What's the point of it? It must be connected to something else. It must be antennas. Apes don't have antennas that keep growing. Why do I do this? What is this doing? It's because it feels nice, or is this doing something? So now we're pretty certain that we've been hybridized. Gods and monkeys, perhaps. Maybe something else. Who knows? What about the next generation? Now that we're seeing people, test tube babies, laboratory babies, and start picking and choosing, turning on and off certain genes in the body. There's good reason to do it. I mean, anyone that thinks that you should bring a child to full term that is missing a leg and is deformed, missing part of their brain, something, that's not smart. Oh, but it's a living thing. I love it. Stop that. That's just goofy. So it seems intelligent to be able to turn on and off whatever switches there would be to cause mental or physical abnormalities that would be detrimental to the species, to that being. Do you really want to raise it? Do you want, like, how selfish of you to go, oh, well, my baby's going to call and it's going to be all retarded. Okay, if it comes out but I love it. It's my baby. That's selfish. You want that child. Do you want to be retarded? Would you like to be in that position? No, you wouldn't. And I don't think they like it either. They would have rather, can you just go ahead and delete this body from existence and their consciousness will go into another being? You wouldn't want that, so it would be intelligent to do that, right? I mean, not to the degree of saying, I want a baby with blue eyes and red hair and this, and that's silly. But, adjusting for not to have any sorts of major physical diseases, malfunctions, that would make sense, wouldn't it? But that's where we are. We're turning, but they're taking it too far, where people are going to start going, well, I want my baby to have, I want to look like a better version of me, because I love myself. I like blonde hair and blue eyes, and that's what I want. I want a little. Really? Is that what you want? Okay, that's one that designing a child is different than remedying or mediating it so it isn't suffering physical or mental ailments throughout life. There's a big difference there. You can't argue against this. I would immediately know that you're a moron if you argue against that idea. And there'd be nothing to speak about with people that think otherwise. You want to have a dumb, retarded, goofy baby? And I was like, you don't get to pick its eye color, you don't pick its hair color, you don't get to pick its sex, male or female, you don't. That's all, roll the dice. But you want a kid to come out with a goofy arm like this? Is that what you want? I don't think you did. No. You wouldn't want it, so why would you want it for a child? Preferences are much different than dysfunctions. You know? Right? Isn't it so? Where are we? We're computers. People are putting their consciousness in computers. Starting to reformat foods and fruits and vegetables, and getting rid of carbon. They don't like carbon anymore. So they're going to turn everything to plastic or silica. What are we doing here? Where are we going? Going to the future? Is that where we're going? Is that what happens? What's up, everybody? Oh, I didn't even see. None of these comments showed up. What's up, Divine? Who else up there? Creating a new universe. What's up? Apes and pigs. I mean, humans. Go watch that. Go watch the video that Mind Unveiled just did. It's called "Are Humans Also Pigs?" Like that there was either some sort of spell or some sort of something that turned people into pigs. It's pretty interesting video. Yeah, Mind Unveiled, or if it's not Mind Unveiled, it's Conspiracies Are Us. I think one of those two. Both those channels are really good. Yeah, it's a moral failure. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I mean, of course, we're not trying to do away with all of the world's suffering. That's not the point of it, right? There's gonna be bumps and bruises and all sorts of challenges for everyone that lives. We're gonna have it'll be splendid life, but that's part of it. But wouldn't you start everyone off with a similar capacity for life? Making a mess over here. I mean, some of you, you're not gonna have the capacity to grow this awesome facial hair. But I mean, do you really want all this? It's a lot to deal with. Like, I can't go out to a restaurant without. Or first thing I say, whatever I get, can I get extra napkins? That's my order is anything I order and extra napkins on the side. And I always have to do that too. You're like, why don't you just cut it? Yeah, got tired of it. Well, hey, hello everyone. If y'all don't know who I am, I'm Zen, apparently. And I'm having a drink, and I think you should have a drink with me. And if you don't drink, you should start to. It's good for you. It'll put some hair on your chest. A little extra vodka in there. Let's see what happens. Let's get this day started. Have a good day, It's a little cloudy out, but I can't let that inhibit the awesomeness of this day. What else should we get into here? So the intervention theory, if you don't know, go look up Lloyd Pye intervention theory, and you can probably watch a 30-minute video on that. I'll give you a pretty good breakdown on the science of it. And Michael Tellinger's stuff is really good. He does a lot of stuff on Adam's calendar, the Anunnaki, and slave species, and those are kind of thick reads. I'm sure you could find something that gives an overview on slave species. But it appears as though that it seems to be coming to an end. Because how much more shit are they going to mine out of this realm? But what do they need? What else do they need? They're gonna just take stuff from here and go over to the next little realm over there, and that's the whole. the whole going to Mars thing is not going out there to some planet outside over there, like up there. It's not. It's just if you go, let's say go east and keep going until you get to Antarctica, and then go through whatever they're trying to drill, or if there's a dome that will spin and there'll be a portal that will open. They're going that way. They're going to another realm over there. That's outer space. It's out over there. It's outside of our space. It's where the other land is. So this is how they get away with their bullshit. Is because they go, well, I'm not lying. We're gonna go to outer space and going to Mars. They're not lying. They're just kind of misguiding you to say, oh, we're going over there. See that thing? That's Mars up there. Over there, we're gonna fly this thing. That's what they're doing. They're giving you everything. Everything is built on half truths. Half truths. They give you a kernel of reality, and then fill in the blanks with a bunch of other horse manure. And it's still funny it's funny that we have all of this modern day technology and the capacity to just do infinite amounts of research on this internet here, and there are still people that will tell you, oh yeah, we went to the moon. Sorry, you didn't go to the moon. No one went to the moon. You can't go to the moon. It's not a thing. It's not an object. You're telling me, you're looking at that and you're telling me it's a round ball that somehow reflects light from the sun? I thought you said it's a rock. So now it's a glowing rock that reflects light? Rocks don't do that. That's goofy. People still believe it. Still people argue with you about that. And then you go, okay, well, since we certainly know that to be an outstandingly bold-faced lie, as soon as everything else that entity, that corporation says, is all falsified, complete all of it. But yet people just lean on everything they say. Like they lie about everything. Everything. What did we get when we went there? What did we learn? I'll tell you what we learned. Not to trust those people. That's what you learned. That's what you should have learned. Instead, we learned that, it's a rock, and they went there, and they gave you they sell you t-shirts now. What's wrong with people, man? Black Sun. Oh, my dude, Aaron. Yeah, cool dude, man. That's super funny. What's up, Mr. Mannion? Mr. Mannion. Yeah, no, he saved me for a minute because I had to go take a shit and do some things. So you gotta give up the mic sometimes. Good times. Mr. Mannion, are you having a beverage with me? Who out there is having a cocktail? I mean, why? Anybody help me with this? Why is the word for a mixed drink a cocktail? Is it really that explicit that once you drink, you're gonna tell stories of? It's like down here. There's an event called Tales. Is it called Tales of the Cocktails? Is that what it is? Tales of. It's like bartenders that get together that tell stories about their bartending and drinking journeys. Pretty awesome. Yep. A day without beer is a very dull day. Ugh. People have a difficult time saying vagina. Vagina. I asked for it by name. Excuse me. Can I use your vagina today? Can I participate? May I talk to your vagina? Would that work? Can I have a conversation with your clitoris? Your coochie? You know, I mean, what's the proper way? Can I have a word with your kitten? Let me ask you a question. Oh, you got in the airport? You're airport drinking it? Oh man, nice. Creating a universe. Food was designed that way. Maybe I missed what oh, Parsible. What's who is that? Jay and Silent Bob. Quit Commander. Aren't they coming out with something new? I just seen them on something the other day. Your boy Kevin Smith and whatever the other dude's name is. Seen them promoting something. And I gotta be clear about this. Kevin Smith, skinny. Just get fat again, dude. You don't look right. He looks emaciated. He looks like he does too much cocaine or something. I don't know. He doesn't look right. Some people don't look right skinny. What is that? You guys know what I'm talking about. There's some people that like, if they were to lose weight, they're like, oh, good job. You don't look right fat. And there's other people that are fat, and then you're like, yeah, just go ahead and keep that. That's what you're supposed to look like. I've seen people that lost weight, and I'm just like, this is not. No, you're better big boned. So what else? We've covered the clit. Covered the clit. The vagina. It's called fine china. The vagina. We've covered designer babies, the Lloyd Pies intervention theory, hybridization of humans. Here we go. The 5th of July, they're starting up CERN, the whole particle colliding thing. What are they doing? What is it? I mean, what do you think's really happening? Are they really doing that? Is that a thing? Is that a real thing? Is it all CGI? Is it just a big mind game? Is it just a big... Or is it they really built that thing and they're just smashing shit together, trying to open portals into other dimensions? Is that what they're doing? A lot of weird shit's supposed to go out around a little after the 5th of July. I mean, if it is doing what they're saying they're doing with it, it should cause a lot of reverberation through the rest of our realm, no matter what. Like, what if what they thought was going to happen doesn't happen, and something else happens? How could they know? They've never done it, right? So if they're like, we're gonna start smashing shit together. What if they smash it together and it fucking explodes? Instead of doing whatever they think they're doing, it just does the opposite or something else completely. What if it incinerates the whole entire hundreds of miles around? What if it turns into a legit black hole and sucks in all of reality into it? What if that happens? I don't know. I mean, how could you know? How would they know? Like scientists, like if I put all of these things and I have super cooler here and heat here and I laser beams, dude, and sharks and everything, and we're gonna smash them, boom, collide them, particle smashers. Why would that do anything? Because if they're starting with the premise that there is portals to outer space, I mean, they must already know. Like, you can't do that kind of high level science thinking that we're on a spinning ball in a heliocentric model flying through outer space. They have to already know that it's where we are, and they have to have a hypothesis of what's going to happen, and it's not based upon a spinning, wobbling ball doing, you know, going 186,000 miles an hour through outer space, doing curly cues and shit. They have to know better. But what do you think? What do you think's gonna happen? If they haven't done it, they don't really know. Is somebody gonna walk in there? Is somebody gonna jump through that? Who's gonna be the first one? I'm gonna go through the portal. What if you end up like your Philadelphia experiment style, and all of a sudden you end up in a wall, part of the wall, and you're sitting there like, Did these people really think this one through? What's up, Granny? What you been up to? What's the purpose of life? The word purpose comes from two words: pure and position. Purpose. What is the purpose of life? I suppose it's whatever you give it. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, except for what you give it. The only real purpose that if you really had to get to it, it would be what Dan Winter says. It's to learn how to bring memory through death. That's it. That's all. This means learn how to dream and remember your dreams. Learn how to breathe properly, walk around, and you the only thing evolving is your consciousness and your awareness. That's the only thing evolving. You know. I mean, physically you can change. You can morph. You morph things. Not better, not worse, not evolving. The only thing that evolves is your awareness of things. And then you use that to make different, perhaps better choices in the future. And if you can do that from one lifetime to the next, just that's it. But I mean, in a general sense of what's your purpose, here's my purpose: fucking have a drink, talk shit with you guys, hopefully educate people, enjoy myself, keep it as simplistic as possible. You know, stay away from the drama and the hoopla. Enjoy the circus. Participate in the circus. I mean, we live in America. You know, what did George Carlin say? When you come to Earth, you got tickets to the circus. When you come to America, you have a front row seat. And I would go as far as to say, if you're in New Orleans, you're in the circus. Behind the scenes, the whole thing. Yeah, there's places like that. Like it's like Disney World. It's Disney World for adults. Yeah, there's other places. You know, you're certainly in some sort of zoo in New York Zoo. You know, the big cities are that's fucking hamster cage, rat race, insanity. It's too fast. If you live in the country, that's got to be like. I feel like if you're in the country, everything. It's like roller skating on mayonnaise. Just like live. Okay. I'll see you at high noon, Chuck. That's it. Estepona. You heard the lion tiger thing? Oh, I seen a picture of somebody that was like a handler that trained them or whatever, and he was petting it and walking with it. Holy mess, is that thing big? Like, it was somehow bigger than a lion and bigger than a tiger. It was one of the biggest things I've ever seen. It was like fucking gigantic. Yeah, back to the CERN and the particle colliding thing. Like, you've seen the pictures of it, you just go, what is all that stuff doing? It just looks like a complicated diagram for something that it doesn't. Why is it so difficult? What are they trying? What does all of that shit do? Why does that pipe need to be like that right there? What is that doing? What is that thing doing? Is it even doing anything? And somebody's like, just design something that looks really cool. Put that in the front, and literally all they're doing behind there is just going, boom, boom, and they're just playing ping pong back there or something. I don't know. You don't know these things, but it's we need funding for it. And there's like, yeah, well, if you make something so complex and confusing that somebody's like, oh, invest in this. This is what we're trying to do, but it takes a lot of money and a lot of engineers, a lot of design, and you show them that and they go, ooh, that looks complicated. But we're hoping, this is, I think, what's going to happen. But we've really studied this, and you could talk your way into trillions of dollars, or you could be like, wait, hold on, I'll tell you for free. Learn how to breathe, enjoy your dreams, learn how to get out of body. And you're going to be well ahead of whatever a hard-on collider. See, why they call it hadron collider? Why? Because they know that everyone's going to say hard-on. They're literally colliding two dicks together. Two hard-ons. They're just smashing dicks back there. It's a bunch of fags playing with their swords behind that big, complicated looking thing, doing nothing, just being all gay. We're allowed to say gay again? Wait, is it past? Is it July yet? Are we still in flying our flags? Are we still doing that? I don't know. I got no problem. I have lots of gay friends. Be as gay as you like. Doesn't bother me. I'll kiss you on the lips. No tongue though. No tongue. Let's not get all freaky. Ligers cannot procreate. So a liger is essentially like a donkey and a horse create a mule, right? Isn't that how that works? And mules can't procreate? Is that kind of like that? Is that how that works? Chris is sunny. Diaphragmatic breathing is the one to help me illusions. Yeah, the one of the biggest things you should learn about breathing is to breathe out first. Everything, like right now, don't breathe in, just breathe out. Go. And as soon as you can't breathe out anymore, push harder. And then allow your lungs to suck it back in. Most people breathe backwards. 99% of people are breathing backwards. If I take a deep breath, I'm pulling. You don't want to pull. You want to push everything out, and then just by the nature of it, your lungs will expand and suck in the air without you doing anything. Do it the other way around. Try it out. It's good stuff. Like, all this shit, why don't you do it all the time? Yeah, you can't be doing that all the time. Fucking, you'll get lightheaded and float into outer space. Well, hello everyone. 13 people apparently, and only 5 of you are brave enough to give me a thumbs up. Boo! Boo on all of you! Boo! Oh yeah, and if you guys want to, as per usual, thanks for everybody that did give me some dollars past couple days. Dave got me some beers, and Sonny got me breakfast of champions. I had a couple bagels for breakfast, and I'm going back there tomorrow because I didn't know this, but they have a breakfast sandwich, a bagel. They got pumpernickel everything bagels now with like a roast beef au jus kind of. Yeah, I didn't know they had it today, and I would have gotten it, but it gives me a reason to get up tomorrow and not be lazy. Go have snacks, more bagel snacks. Son, what do you mean you lagged out? What, on the breathing thing? Did it make you lightheaded? Is that what happened? Is that what you're saying? Or are you saying on here you logged out? Speaking of logs, I gotta take a shit. I think I'd wait a little while. Oh, you missed what you said? Well, I was just thanking people for the snacks, for the dollars. It got me bagel snacks. That's what I was saying. And I will be having bagel snack tomorrow for breakfast. Yeah. What else? Should I get in this pool? I was really hoping the sun would come out, but What else? Yeah. I'm trying to go on a date. I just don't know what to do about it. Like I'm just kind of bored. But I don't want to go on a date for the purpose of like I don't want it to be like a struggle. I don't have to do the entertaining. You know what I'm saying? You ever go on a date and you're like, oh man, I'm gonna carry this whole fucking thing. I gotta do the comedy thing. I'm gonna be the good-looking, good fuck. I'm gonna be the funny one. I'm gonna be the entertainer. Can't do that all the time. I'm trying to find somebody to be entertaining. But I don't feel like going on a date site. And I don't feel like going out and wasting money at a bar to pick up a chick for an evening. You know what I'm saying? What to do, man? What to do? Where do you find the good girls? Obviously not at a church. They're all trash. We go to a library? No, there's only gonna be homeless people and probably smell bad in there. And you can't really talk in there because everybody gotta be quiet. I don't get that. So the library's not gonna work. Grocery store? Is that a move? Can you spit game at a grocery store? But I wouldn't want to do it at any of my local ones, because then if it goes wrong, I don't want to have to see the person again. You know what I'm saying? The struggles, man. Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough one, man. What to do? Just don't, Sonny, you fucking me up right now. Don't say nice melons. So literally what you're saying is go stand next to the watermelons that are on sale. It's 4th of July weekend. Watermelons are on sale. And they have cantaloupes and everything. What else would I do? Isn't that, wouldn't that be it? Would I just go and kind of stand over there and then chick comes over like, some nice melons, huh? Yeah, that's gonna fail miserably, huh? What's up, Matthew? Yeah, anything. Let's try something. What should I do? What should I try? Where else? I mean, where do people? What is hookup culture these days? What do you do? How do you do it? This is really odd coming from me because I'm pretty sexy. I can talk a good game, but I don't know what to do anymore. I'm just like, hey, fuck me if I'm wrong, but is your name Christina? that one? How about that one? That'd be good. In my luck, her name would be Christina. Damn it. Pinky in the brain. Oh man. It's there's no yawning. There's no yawning right here. Let's get this show started. Hmm. What should we get into? Throw out some subjects. I mean, I guess if I was, like, I'm kind of just chilling, enjoying, fucking talking dumb shit with you guys. But I sort of kind of want to, swipey, and see if I can't find, like, I haven't gone out on any dates off of Tinder, but I have like a bunch of chicks that are like, hey, what's up? I don't really want to. I don't feel like entertaining you right now. Are you really gonna look? My first question. See, it's got to come off all weird, but I'm like, do you look like your picture, or are you fucking? Are you lying to me? Because the few dates that I have been on, they never look like that. I'm like, if you just said you look like this, I'd still go out with you. But the fact that you try to make yourself look like that and you don't look like that, if you're a 6, that's fine. But don't make yourself all fancy and look like an 8 when you're not. Just tell me you're a 6 and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? I don't. That is here. Well, let's get into this. The problem that most people have in life is they under deliver. Worst mistake you can ever make in your life is to overpromise and underdeliver. The best thing you can do is underpromise and overdeliver. Like if I was like, I got 9 inches now all night, and I'd rather be like, nah, and then, oh, yeah, you have to outdo what you say. You can't come in talking all that yang. You can't talk that game. You can't be giving me pictures that don't look like you. And then they wonder why there isn't a second or third date. Men are also like, you came through with the fakeness. You lied to begin with. I'm gonna tell you women like it is right now. To all of you. Why we don't fuck with you afterwards is because you lied to begin with. You started that the premise of any date or relationship was based upon the image that you presented, and then when you aren't that image. You've put a giant illusion in front of us, and then you get us drunk, so we'll fuck you, and then you can complain later. Like, stupid. This could have been so much easier. Garlic, olive, onion, pepper, flaxseed, potato salad. That sounds really good. Potato salad. I don't know what everybody says, like garlic breath is bad. That shit turns me on. I have no problem with garlic breath. The fact that you like eating it and it tastes good. Why wouldn't it taste good if you stuck your tongue in my mouth afterwards? I like garlic. That's proof that I'm not a vampire. I will eat garlic. Hey, Divine, that's funny. Through all of the years, out of all the chicks I've dated, I think maybe like 3 or 4 of them wore makeup. Like chicks that would be like, oh, I'm putting my face on. And it's funny because one chick I dated who put makeup on, I'm like, you don't need to do that. You should stop doing that. Like, she was like super, super good looking. But she would still go in the bathroom and just make sure her blemishes, and she had a little blemish and lipstick and all that. I'm like, you don't need to do any of that. Like, you look good in the morning with messed up hair and no makeup on. Like, you're good. And she didn't get it. She had like some self-confidence issues, self-worth issues. And I was like, the rest of them, no, I can't date chicks like that. It's the only chick, like 2 chicks I ever dated that wore makeup. I was like, can I just look at what your face looks like? don't take a fucking paint roller. Yeah, lip gloss is fine. I mean, lip gloss is great because especially if you put all like the coconut or cherry or whatever the hell you put on. Oh, it's nice, and it makes for a very good blowjob. You see a chick with lip gloss, you know what time it is. Living that lie, yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm. Well, and you know what too? For me, because I like to get a good, beer buzz in the afternoon, and that by the time everyone's going out, I'm already fucking shit canned and I want to go to bed. So that way, I gotta find me a girl that works odd hours and then wants to get drunk during the day and have like afternoon, like rough afternoon sex. That's kind of what it is. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So what's my choice? Date chicks that are bartenders? That never works out. Because she's gonna be smashed after work anyways. She's gonna be fucking loaded. Coming home at like 4 in the morning, like smelling like booze. I'm like, oh man. Yeah. So all the as per the last video we were talking about, like the struggles of living a certain kind of life, right? It's a lot more difficult than you think. You're like, you got it made in the shade, dude. Look at you. Yeah, but not really, man. It's hard goddamn work sometimes. It's like that. I should have just slept till noon, and got up and did a video later, and then started drinking at like 5, and then I could have went to a happy hour, 5 o'clock happy hour on a Friday, before a long weekend, 4th of July weekend, right? You definitely found me like what would you call it? Like some sort of not quite sleazy, but I don't like sleazy chicks. Could found something like that. The after work party. Chicks got off of work, it's blowing off some steam. A lot of Beccas and Catherines and Beccas. The pros and the cons. It's still only 2. Damn it, Divine. Is it really? Don't remind me. I think I'm probably just gonna get. I'm gonna get nice and drunk. Like yesterday, I had a pretty good day. 10 hours, and I was only slightly inebriated at the end. I mean, I knew I had to go home, but I was aware enough that I was like, I gotta go sleep. I gotta get the fuck out of here. But yeah, maybe I just get drunk and do Tinder today. I haven't done it in so long. Should I just ask out every girl on there? How about this? You guys dare me to do something really stupid? I'll text every single girl in my Tinder to meet me at the same place at the same time. What do you think? Good idea? A great idea? What could go wrong, right? That would be, or it could turn into something really interesting. Huh. Anybody want to advise me? I need somebody to advise me on this here. So you want to invite like 30 chicks out Friday happy hour, same place. And like, all right, and y'all can fight over me, or say, what a fucking asshole. Why would you do this? I guess I could, I'd thin out the herd pretty quick, on that. Like, I thought you were here to meet me. No, I'm here to meet all of you. Matthew, wingman. I mean, I suppose it would work. It would work if I had, like, if some of my friends that, all my good friends that we used to go out and do stupid shit, they don't live here anymore. They moved. I would give that a go if I had two of my friends. I think 3 and 10 to 20 would. I think the odds are in our favor. Because then I don't have to do all the. I can't, because I can only talk to one and a half chicks, 2 chicks at once. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know how I would juggle trying to entertain 30 chicks. Like I'm not Matthew McConaughey good looking. It's not. I'm good enough, but I don't know if they would stick around and be like, Yeah, you gotta live a little, man. 2 o'clock. Let's see. I got this much vodka. How much do you think this is? This is like, because I get a handle and then I fill this up and I think like this is what, 500 milliliters. What do you think? Is less than that? 375. It's big. It's around 375. It's not a 750. So I'm gonna go with 500. That would be enough to get me nice and remedied. I think I'd probably finish that off by 4 o'clock, and then go and cause a ruckus. Should I? You know what I need to get? You see those Ray-Bans that have they got the video camera right here? Should probably just do that. Just like video my. You guys want? I'll get those. You guys for real want to watch like what I do on a regular? Like it's hard to do with a camera, because if I have my camera out, it changes the dynamic, right, of what's happening. It changes like where I don't like to put people on camera necessarily. You know what I mean? I think it's kind of rude. I don't like what people do to me without asking. It's very rude. So I don't like to do other people. But if I had like the just here and just walk through my day, and I'll show you how I fuck around and talk to people. That could be fun. I would do something stupid like keep them on when I'm taking a shit or something. I just forget that I have them. Or like I'll wear that. wear them when I'm railing some chicken in some some opium den, some fucking some dingy bathroom. I'm like, oops, how am I still wearing these? Yeah, that would be no good. Yeah, when you have the camera out, it doesn't. It's too. But if I had the ones that have the camera there, I'd feel at first I'd probably feel a little weird and creepy. Like I guess if I just did it to show, if I just did it to show you guys and deleted it, that wouldn't be a problem. I wouldn't post it. You know what I'm saying? It would have to be like just delete that shit. What did hey Matthew? I don't know. I didn't get the last thing. Oh, I expected you to say that. That's what you said. Okay. Sometimes the comments show up awkward in here. Well, hopefully this vodka gets to me here. I'm having that. It's such a. I'm in a little bit of a malaise, mayonnaise malaise of. Like I feel like I'm in Margaritaville. You know, dude. Margaritaville, just fucking. It's one of my favorite noises. It's kind of like what would you call it? A vagina fart, like a queef. like pussy flaps, like a clapping. And also, you know what? I think this might actually turn out to be pretty good because I'm pretty sure there's going to be some Essence Fest things going on right now. Unless I got the dates all wrong, I'm pretty sure it starts, like, the major part of it is this weekend. Sagittarius are like butterflies. Do you, Divine? Are you very, like, skittish? Do you like the butterfly thing? Do you have to, like, oh, here, I'm gonna do this over here and then do this over here, and then, or you can't really? Are you like not anxious, but you can't sit still? Is that like you're like, oh, there's so many cool things I could do right now. Let me water this plant. Let me do this over here. Let's paint this thing. Let's do. You gotta stay busy. It's like, what do they say? An idle mind is the devil's playground. Yeah, I don't mind having an idle mind or just relaxing. I think that's the contrast. Is I think because I did so much not relaxing when I was younger. I did so many. I was always I gotta go. I gotta go to bounce the ball. I gotta go lift some weights. I gotta go eat the food. I gotta go do this. I gotta make that. I gotta that. Now I'm kind of just like, that'll be fine. I'll take that. That's okay. What's up, psych? What's up? Hey, psychic Amira Bores. What are you doing? I telepathically knew you were coming. Hello there. Yeah, didn't you? Did you change? Did you just go by Amanda something, or is this somebody? Is this somebody different? Did I used to bodybuild? No, I used to, well, I played a lot of sports. I used to play basketball and the gym. So the gym, like the YMCA or wherever I was, or the JCC or wherever the hell I belonged to, there would always be, workout equipment. So go play basketball pretty much every day, then go lift weights. So like, I think I probably weigh 150 something right now. Like about my sit around, just whatever weight is probably like 150, but I was about 180. So like me with 30 pounds more musculature. I guess. Which is funny because when I was heavier, I could almost I could dunk when I was 30 pounds heavier. Like, shouldn't that be the opposite? Nah. See, I wasn't ever big. I was never huge. I was in shape. I was athletic, I guess. Uh-oh. What do you mean? I rate that high level of playing in the U.S. too. What do you? I'm not getting the. Mia and Amber. Wait, there's two of you? You're somebody else? Do I know you? Do I know you? Mia and Amber? Do I know you? I've only known one Amber in my life. She used to live here. I think she lives in Hawaii now. Good friend of mine. She, what did she used to do? Oh, yeah, that's right. She used to take her clothes off for money. She always dressed up as Marilyn Monroe. Yeah, it's you're living for the moment. Just this is go look up. Hey, go look up this song. You want a song real quick? Uh, look up "Wait for the Moment" by Wolfpack, but you spell it with a V. Wolfpack, not Wolfpack. Wolfpack. Is it Vulfpeck? Wait for the Moment. It's featuring Antoine Stanley. It's fucking brilliant. Oh, okay. Oh, you like that? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's I used to play a lot of basketballs, and I kind of stopped playing here because it was like people get too serious, and it's not where I played. It's just over time people have gotten. When I was younger, people were not that mad about playing basketball, and people still like as the years went by, people started getting more and more. I don't know, intense. Like where I'd be like, you got a contract? Are you trying out for the NBA? Do you play at college? No, none of that's so calm the fuck down. You know, it's like that. It's like just got too. You got too fucking. It's too serious. It's like I came out here for fun. But I played at a lot of really nice courts with you know, collegiate level players, but so hey Psychic Amira Borez, Amia and Amber. Do I know you from? Did you change the name on here? Do I know? Have I spoke to you before? Are you a computer? Are you a robot? Are you a psychic robot? Oh, that's maybe. Hey, that's gonna be my new. That's my new channel, the psychic robot. That's kind of smooth, right? You guys ever see Robot Chicken? The psychic robot chicken. Hmm. What to do? What to do? Is it pool time? Maybe it is. I think you should go out tonight. Hmm. To do what to do. See, this is. I usually don't eat breakfast because it makes me a little bit lethargic. Like I'm feeling kind of lethargic. That's why I'm trying to drink. I'm trying to drink this breakfast through me. You know. I always feel more sprightly whenever I don't eat until the evening. But I really wanted snacks this morning. half 8 over here. Yeah, yeah. Hey, hey Matt, that's Granny. I'm Grandma. It's like she's Granny like Granny. I'm Grandma like language, like grammar, like Gramercy Press. Yeah, I haven't seen you on here in a little bit. Granny. Granny Smith. Granny Apple. Okay, here's let me go get some ice. Take a couple deep breaths, get into some pranic breath work, and I'll be back in 1 minute, and I'll have a whole new attitude, and I'll have some spring in my step, and see you guys in like, give me a minute and a half.
How you doing?
Very well, man.
Huh?
Very well, sir.
Very well. That's good. You doing your show? Oh, cool, man.
Okay, look at that. Back in the game. Alright. Alright now. Alright, so guys wanna what do you think? Two shots or a shot and a half? What should we do here? That should be about a shot and a half. It's a 6-second pour. I'll be right with you. I'm also entertaining myself. I oftentimes, whenever I'm doing these, I oftentimes for my own entertainment and to keep my brain kind of like, I just assume sometimes that everyone that's typing in here is just a computer or just a robot, and that no one exists. Kind of like I'm just talking to some randomly generated, and nobody's over there. So I just treat it like a diary, and I'm just talking. Other times I'm certain that there's not only, so I'll do that, which means no one's here, and I'm just talking. And other times I take in the other wild direction, where I assume YouTube really, really lies to me pretty bad, and there's thousands of people on here, and that just it's getting, like, people's comments don't get through, and I just get a few of yours, and I'm just assuming I'm talking to like hundreds of thousands of people. And which the reason I do that sometimes is, when I first started making videos, I'm like, I'm just gonna make a couple fucking videos. It's just something to do. I have all the shit that I know about, and I'd like to share that. And I was like, no one's ever gonna watch this. Like, you know, if I get 50 people to even sub to my channel, if they even want to listen to me. And then I was like, holy shit, I've had, you know, millions of views, hundreds of thousands of hours of people paying attention to what the fuck I'm saying. And I go, that's crazy. And that gets to your head a little bit. Like, people are like, people are listening to me talk? Did I say anything important? And I have to go, I'm like, did I say the right thing? Was that the best word I could have used there? Was it entertaining? Do I just sound stupid? Did I share too much? Did I explain it properly? And I have to go through all that, and that becomes kind of burdensome. So I go from okay, it's just you guys. I'm talking to my friends, and I know all of you. I'm pretty sure you all exist. Some of you I actually spoke to before. Some of you I know exist on the other side, and that's kind of an easy way to do it. But then I have to go, okay, well maybe nobody is it all just make believe? Is it just a bunch of robots? It's kind of a fun little game to play. Because how would I know? I couldn't know. I mean, I could say something, but I know I could say something and you could respond. I'm like, hey, somebody give me the answer to 2 times 5. Easy question. People type 10 in there, but I'm like, I could say that to a computer. I could ask Siri. I could get an AI robot could answer that. And I go, thinking too much in my head. And I have to just go, fuck it. Like, well, what would you do? What would you say? Here's a very big one. What would you say if no one was listening? Would you talk? You know that whole if a tree fell in the forest, and no one was there to hear it kind of thing. If no one was ever listening, would you still talk? For me, I would. It's like why does a bird chirp? Why does a bird sing? Same reason I would talk. I like the sound of my voice. Yeah. Divine. I should next. Hey, if you guys want, I will remind me, but maybe tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's Saturday, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how my day goes. But I'll bring out a deck of cards. My Tsar deck. It's pretty awesome. I don't know if any of you've seen it before. It's fabulous. It's all gold leafed and it's pretty awesome. And I'll read you the whole backstory, and it has to do like the Russian Orthodox Church and pretty interesting stuff. So the church was using the tarot. Like a sea of white horses, you will ride the waves of love and experience a world of opportunities. This moment comes to everyone. Today is yours. Get ready for the magic you create. Did you say, Divine? That's so funny the way you said that. Email me a Gmail. Email me a Gmail. Don't, ooh, somebody's smoking that good shit. Where's it coming from? It's out here? That motherfucker share that. Sorry, somebody's smoking really good weed. Email me a Gmail. Don't snail mail me a Gmail. Electronic mail me a fax. How about fax me a Gmail? Yeah. I wonder how often people use the fax machine these days. You think it's still got to occur for some things, right? Because I remember even recently someone saying, I don't remember what it was for, but they're like, you have to fax this. You can't do it over email. I'm like, how the fuck does that change? And fax? Who the fuck's got a fax machine? Email you a Gmail. Snail mail me a fax mail. Well, if you guys ever want to send, if you guys ever have to send a letter, and you don't have a postage stamp, just replace where the addresses are. Just switch them. That's all you gotta do. It'll get there. How come everyone doesn't do that anyways? Why does anybody use postage? I get, like, why would you ever get a stamp? Doesn't make a lot of sense. Because I thought it was already a taxed public social service anyway, so why would you have to pay for it? I thought your taxes took care of that shit. Go look at all the post offices from the late 1800s. You want proof? You want proof of the old world and the technology and the ridiculous narrative? Look at a post office that you go to, like your everyday little fucking, and ask yourself, what do they do in here? It's pretty simple. They sort mail and they send it somewhere. Maybe boxes, maybe packages. And it's a pretty straightforward. You gotta have a big fucking loading room with all the shit coming in and going, and you get the people in the front taking mail that you give. Pretty simple. I mean, you look at the old buildings that were apparently post offices from the late 1800s. There's like they're huge. 5 floors tall for what? You don't go up there with mail. It's here. It's in and out. It's 50, 60, 70 rooms. And you're like, where's the mail come in and out? All in the front door? Where's the back door? Just a small little back. Why isn't it a big? Because the ones I see now is the big garage door. It's just so silly what we're told as our history. When we look at all these old buildings and how fabulous they are, how extraordinary they are, like how immaculate they were built, and people are rolling around in a wagon, in a covered wagon with the wheels that are like clunking around this with the horse in the front. But they figured out how to build that architectural masterpiece, but they couldn't figure out how a wheel works, or how a car or engine, or no power tools. It's laughable to say that, but the truth is most people believe that oh yeah, it's just there. Those big doors, those big giant doors that have a smaller door cut into them. Yeah, it's just how they did it. It's quite the grand historical narrative that we've been given about our ancestry, our history, the whole thing, how absolutely corrupt and bullshit it is. You gotta really sit here in awe of the audacity and the ability for these people to construct such an insane amount of lies, and they told all of us, and we all just ate it up and believed it. All of it. Go ahead, shoot something at me. Tell me something you think is the truth, and I'll tell you why it's not. Anything. Let's talk about Native Americans. Let's talk about Africa. You want to talk about slavery? You want to talk about buildings? You want to talk about giants? You want to talk about space shuttles? You want to talk where? You want to talk about electric cars? Talk about Tesla? What do you want to talk about? It's outstanding. To me, it's really outstanding, the level of manipulation of our actual history of what this realm is, where we live. They lied to you about where you live, where, like, this earth. They lied to you about that. And they throw you into a box in a school, and then they continue to force feed you lies. And if you didn't sit down and shut up and listen to their lies, they would say, "You're not. We'll give you a We'll give you a bad letter. We'll give you the F letter. We'll give you a D letter. Yeah, you're no good at this stuff. You're a burden on society. Well, because I didn't, because I didn't I didn't chew down and spew back all of the misinformation that you gave me. That's why you're mad. Because I didn't believe your lies. People. The most angry people are the ones, they're angry because somehow their lies didn't work on you. They get very frustrated. Like, my lie worked on everyone else. That they become so convinced of their own lies that they are like, oh, how dare you not believe what I'm telling you? Crazy shit, huh? Private post office. Everything is a. Well, I mean, that's what we've been saying for a while, right? Like the whole. Okay, the woke culture is silly, but the real kind of truther wokey shit, paying attention to what's going on, and like the 100th monkey and the domino effect and the car, I'm still waiting for it to occur. I mean, how? I mean, for whoever doesn't live in the U.S., I mean, every one of your presidents is a complete moron. But to me, I feel like on this land, and the corporate entity of the United States Corporation, when people watch that on TV and they literally defend the guy that's running the corporation and think that he's not a bumbling idiot. I can't trust those people. Those people are worse than he is, honestly. If someone's like, yeah, they voted for that thing, and they continue to go, no, he's doing a great job. At least he's not the orange guy, Like, they're both idiots, but at least you knew what you get for that. And people that defend that right now are like, you have no purpose on this earth. I hate to break it to you. You're pushing humanity into the dark ages. You're stifling the growth of and prospering of the human spirit and species. What else could you say? Yeah, hey Sonny, what did they say? If you're not angry, you're not paying attention. Don't mistake my calmness with apathy. Don't mistake my kindness and my cordialness with this idea that I'm not. I won't pick somebody up by their head and throw them like 1,000 yards over this roof here. I don't mistake those things. Most people they're not paying attention, so they're not frustrated. But then, but then you go the other direction and you go, everything is so insane. You could easily just lose your shit and just like fucking like, this world is fucking crazy, dude. You gotta bathe in the insanity of it and just go, all right, cool. If you say so. What do you think about that, huh? Hey, boogies. Yeah. I don't like. One of the biggest lessons you can learn in life is to never judge anything, but you have to have your preferences and your your preferences and boundaries and things. You can't judge anything. I'm no one's judge. I'm not. I'm not playing that game. I don't have that. I don't have enough time or concern to be carrying around judgment of anything. Do however you want to do, but I do have preferences, what I enjoy and what I like and what I do not like. But that's a good way, I think for people to live their life that way. People that are like this and that, I can dislike something. I don't have to like it. But I really enjoy people that I think it's funny when people spend more time telling you about everything they don't like rather than going, well, if you don't like it, what do you want? What do you like? Or maybe it just is that most people don't like anything. I don't know. You know, I like sitting here and having a beverage, talking to you guys. I think it's pretty all right. You guys are good company. And in saying so, I'm basically just staring off into oblivion, talking to no one. You are just, all of you have very big bank accounts, and you're going to funnel your cash and assets into my bank accounts. CashApp and PayPal and Venmo. So that is your purpose in life. I'm going to talk you into it. Whether you're a living, breathing human or a robot, that is your only job here in this realm, is to continually funnel your assets into my bank account. But if you do want to help out, it's always appreciated. It keeps a beer in my cup. Matthew, I've got one here. Now, go into your phone and type in a couple letters. It's, I think, Cash App or PayPal. You can do it. You'll figure it out. You're a smart cookie. It was funny when I used to sell cars when I was way younger, and I didn't do it for very long because something in me, I felt bad because people would buy cars for me, and they would overpay for them, and I knew they were overpaying for their car, but they were happy to do it. People do business with people they like. If they like you, they'll pay extra, and they're happy to do it. And I was always when I was younger, I was always just made me feel kind of like, really, dude, you could have got that for like $800 less. Why did it felt used, man. While I'm making pretty good bank on it. Yeah, that'll be. You drinking the Stella? Divine, you will be coming into a lot of money soon. More money for Divine. Oh no, I think my battery charger is not working. Is it working here? Oh no, it's not working. Damn it. Oh guys, I don't know. I thought I charged this, and I guess I didn't. I might have to turn this into a 3-part series and go grab another charger. We'll see. Give me 1 second. I do have a plug. Maybe this thing works. Hold on. Okay, maybe this will work. Let's see. Let's find out if my plug works. If this plug does not work, oh, it does work. How cool. Great. Ain't that fancy? Hey, Divine, I'm guessing you didn't mow all 93 acres. Hey, hey, Divine, if things really turn into a zombie apocalypse, and like the whole, you know, the movies and shit, and the city gets overrun with the zombies, I'm coming to see you. Well, you got some rifles. You got some. I want a sword. You know, I was watching all these zombie movies. You got this one person with the bow and arrow, one person with the sword, one with the gun, one with the axe. I want an axe and a sword. That's how I want to kill the zombies. So you guys want to go up to Maine when the zombie apocalypse hits? I mean, depending on if the climate changes, like where it's warmer up there, that'd be better. I don't know. It doesn't seem like zombies are out in the winter. Do they come out in the winter? I don't know. All the zombie shows always show the. I've never seen the winter zombie. No, Goofy. Forests and hayfields. Well, you said you were on that lawnmower for a long time the other day, so. And I figured out why you like mowing the lawn, because I was thinking about it, and there's a nice kind of bounce to it. I did know this chick that she had a place out in Alabama. It was kind of like you know, no one's around, so she would just like walk around naked and mow the lawn naked. Like, oh, I see what you're doing here. I see why you like it so much. Yeah, yeah. The coldness. Yeah, we'd have to. Yeah, Divine. We'd have to huddle up. And, you know, we'd have to barricade ourselves in and have lots of blankets. We'll just barricade ourselves in and eat ice cream and listen to old records and eat ice cream. Yeah, I was trying to convince her to sell some of that. She's not gonna do it. It'll be good. It'll be good. I mean, how much of that's gonna be useful after the apocalypse, though? You know what I'm saying? Like if it's farmable, then it's usable pretty soon, right? Before the apocalypse, I guess. Because you don't want zombies trampling through your squash or your cabbage patch or your pumpkin patch. 4 hours of meditation, kind of nice, bouncy on that thing. Yeah, it's a nice little. Maybe that's why I don't like mowing lawn, because like, if they should have like a, you know, like the way the seat is, there should be like a hole in it where you can drop your. As a man, you can drop your stuff in there just so it doesn't, you know, smushed up. I love it. We can go from talking about the history of architecture to zombie apocalypse to having an orgasm because you're mowing the lawn. That's a good path of. I think we've covered a lot of things. Covered a lot of ground today. Huh, that's quite interesting. See, it's telling me there's still power on this one, but it's not working. Weird. Yeah, like what is? Okay, if there are, let's play a little game here. Um, let's get rid of all laws, all of landowners, but all of that shit. There's no property lines, none of that. What constitutes the boundaries of your property? Like, which is in the future. Like, let's just say we've abolished all. There's nothing but absolute chaos. And by chaos, I'm saying freedom of choice of things. Like, how big of a boundary do you suppose someone's property would extend to? And like, at what point would people be like, that's just too much? You can't have that right there. You're not doing anything with it, right? If someone's like, you're not doing anything with that, but it's my property. You can't be on my property. Versus like when someone goes, how much do you need? I need enough to grow my garden, space to be far enough away from my neighbors because I don't fucking feel like listening to y'all. I want to be able to, you know, if I can wave and you might see me, but how far do you think? How many acres do you think would be? This is a question for everyone. How many acres is proper for a homestead? And at what point you can have your horses and your cows and grazing and all that shit. So from a homestead to the point of being like an actual farm that you're supplying the community, that's different. It'd be a communal place. But a homestead, how many acres do you think is feasible? As because I don't think anybody in the future is going to be dumb enough to have a lawnmower. I don't think there'll be as much grass going on. I think it'll be more. There'll be some lawn mowing going on, I suppose, for backyard activities and such. But hello, Anol. Little guy's over here. He hangs out right there. Hi, buddy. What's up, little puppy guy? You talking about Gary Baxter? Gary Baxter he gave it to you. Yeah, you guys talked about that. You're not. That's not. Yeah, that's funny. Pins and paper. I don't know what that. I don't know what pins and paper means. But it's like if someone has a posted sign like "No trespassing, don't go past here." I mean, I get that. You know, but like at what point you put a no trespassing sign and it's literally like, no, look at these little guys. Oh my gosh. It's a miniature anole and a little bigger one running around playing tag. I mean, at what point is it? What I'm asking everybody here. How much do you think is more than enough? And at what point? You know, I think that there's got to obviously be a little buffer zone for people. You don't want to be too. I don't want. The Japanese say, keep your neighbors close, but have a tall fence. You know, and then if you're in the country, you want to kind of be within earshot, but far enough away where it's like, you know, you're not treading on anyone. Like, If you're having like a moonshine kind of party night, it's not gonna bother the neighbors, but close enough where like if you have a problem, you could be like, you know, that how much space is that? Like 20 acres? Because I mean, what is the old saying? Like the 40 acres and a mule? And how much? 40 acres is a lot. That's a lot of land. Okay, here I got a question. Maybe somebody can answer this or look it up. Hey, somebody, do me a favor. Do me a fucking favor. Do me a solid right here. See if you can find this information. And I'm just talking about the United States. You could do it for Canada and for Europe or whatever. But if we divided up the amount of acres, you could just look up acreage. How many acres are in the United States proper, North America? And then divide that by 40. How many people would that be? How many properties would that be? You know, it wasn't how many hectares, whatever. It doesn't matter. If there's, 500 billion acres divided by 40. That's what I'm trying to get at. How many plots of land would that be? Obviously you gotta kind of in the math, for the math to work properly, you'd have to cut out where the major cities are, because you're not reclaiming the city, and where there's mountains and shit. But that'll take up minimal. Anybody got some guesses here? Deeds and property pin signs are honored. Yeah, I mean, I hear what you're getting at, but I'm saying from a rationale and logic standpoint. Because I mean, okay, if all the land's everywhere, like I don't even want to be that close to another neighbor, anyways. I'll just take that piece over there. But if you were like, no, I have I'm like, I want to live in this community here, but then there's 10 houses. It's 5,000 acres. Can I just put a house over here? You're gonna make me fucking walk over to the next town and go through this shit? Like, how much? That's what I'm trying to get at. How much land is too much land? When is this like a gross? It's like a negligence, because you're not gonna do anything with it. It's just sitting there. I mean, obviously, living in apartments is not. It's not for everybody. Living in row homes or shotguns, as they call them down here, like row homes, not a great idea. Not for everybody. Living in suburbia, that's, at that point you might as well have a little more land. I'm just trying to think about it, because the couple of times I've lived away from people, like the lot size versus what they had on their property versus what they were doing with all the land. Just some queries. I think my favorite thing is the smell of weed. I enjoy smoking a little bit here and there. The smell of it. Just the fucking smell of it. Well, check it out, y'all. Let me it's 3 o'clock. Let me go grab a little snacky do and pour myself another drink. Take a deuce, and I'll come back and hang out with you guys in a little bit. We'll see if I can earn myself a date, or see if I figure out what I want to do for the day. And if I do not score myself some able-bodied babe, I'll come back and hang out with you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed, and as per usual, remember, no matter what, enjoy yourself, because it's your experience, it's your life. Go fucking have a good time, and get that money, get that cheddar, get that cheese, get that cabbage. And when you're overflowing with extras coming out of the cup, feel free to shed some paper, some light in my direction, or anybody else's that needs. And also, be goofy, be weird, and all that stuff. It's good to see everybody. I will talk to you soon. Have a beautiful day. Bye.